On this all-new special episode of Nightlife, we enter the radio booth and go behind the scenes of a broadcast.
Welcome to the radio booth. Are we rolling?
We are rolling.
That's my turn.
From finding unlikely stories...
Is that breaking news?
I didn't know.
Anybody have it?
...to getting prepared for puck drop.
Mitch Marner against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Something that's been circled on the calendar for months and months.
We get an inside look at how Dan Duva and Gary Lawless use words to paint pictures.
Down low, Domi to the right. Oh, a pad stack by Hill. What a save on Bobby McMahon by Aiden Hill. The way that Hill spun his body, he actually saved it with the back of his calf, not with the pads. He had spun his body in such a way that it hit the back of his legs.
All of that and more this week on Nightlife. Welcome into this all-new episode of Nightlife. With an important game against the division rival LA Kings on the calendar, VGK insider Gary Lawless was searching for storylines. Enter head coach Bruce Cassidy, who broke some surprising news about an unlikely shot.
What are you seeing from Braden Bowman's game right now?
No puck luck. Still doing a lot of the offensive things well, getting his opportunities to score. Hey, he got a hole in one yesterday. I mean, how bad can life be? I mean, so there you go. Did I? Is that breaking news?
I didn't know.
Anybody have it?
Do you know what the stats were?
8-iron, 12th hole, Southern Highlands. I'll say a back right pin, 154 yards.
Were you in the foursome?
I went out there yesterday afternoon. No, they didn't invite me, Gary. I'm the coach. Sorry. They said, thanks, we already have 3. I went out to hit some balls and then decided to play a few holes on my own. Loser, no friends.
You got a hole in one the other day?
Yeah, somehow managed to get one in there. It's pretty cool, pretty exciting. Hole 12 at Southern Highlands. It was with Holtzy, Hanny, and Whitey, good crew, and then it was 155. 8-iron, sadly, but it's kind of soft, but just kind of wanted to be smooth, swing my swing. But I ended up hitting like just a bit right of the pin, and like we watched it roll in, and it kind of went like, I don't know what they felt like watching, but like super quiet, and I just like, you could hear it rolling, and then it hit the pin and dropped, and we went nuts. Like, it was so funny, like good crew to have too. They were so fired up, it was awesome.
They got to get Bowman going again. He's been close. And Bruce Cassidy, I asked him about it the other day after practice. He said he's doing all the little stuff that I need him to do. He just needs the puck to go in now.
Eichel using the near side wall to get it up to Theodore. Eichel put it out in front. A couple of head fakes. Bowman scores! Braden Bowman left alone at the right side of the crease. And the Knights strike first.
Bowman says, I had a hole in one on Monday. I might as well score tonight.
He seems to always have played well with Jack, and Jack makes people around him better, but he got him the puck in a good spot, and he finished.
There's Eichel again. Hard pass low. Stone up top. Marner closing, shoots, scores! Mitch Marner, power play goal. He had the ice down the slot. The righty just kept on taking it.
And it's a really nice shot over to the stick side, low.
Here in overtime. Yalla skates in. Eichel knocks it loose. Eichel with Stone starting out 2-on-1. Eichel into the zone. Right circle. Eichel shoots. Stop. And a wraparound. Stone scores! Vegas wins in overtime. Goes in behind the goal. Tripped up in the trapezoid. He centers for Stone. Vegas gets the win. Eichel to Stone in overtime.
After a thrilling win against the Kings, the Golden Knights quickly turned their attention to a matchup with the Toronto Maple Leafs the following evening. VGK's radio broadcaster Dan Duva invited us behind the scenes to see his pre-game preparation.
There he is. Oh, wow. That is unbelievable. I mentioned your name and you appeared.
Right on cue.
Unbelievable. Wow. Welcome to the radio booth. Are we rolling?
We are rolling.
That's my turn. face for radio, voice for the newspaper.
That's it. Mitch Marner against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Something that's been circled on the calendar for months and months. Mitch said after the game in Los Angeles that he had not thought about it until right then when he was asked the question.
I haven't thought about it until right now.
I think it'll be a big deal, not only for him, but also for his teammates here and, of course, his former Maple Leafs teammates. Last time the Golden Knights played the Toronto Maple Leafs, you know who scored the last goal for the Leafs?
Marner, a steal, he shoots and scores! Mitch Marner.
Mitch Marner. Yeah, the Golden Knights goalie carousel has continued. Aiden Hill, who has not played since October, is back in the lineup. After the game in Los Angeles, Braden Bowman is asked about the hole-in-one. What's harder, to score a goal in the National Hockey League or to shoot a hole-in-one on the golf course? What did he say?
I don't know. That's a tough one. It's
Well, you got 6
insanely
of
hard
one
to
and
score.
1 of the other.
Yeah, I guess I've been on the ice a lot more than I've been golfing recently, but I feel like hole-in-one it literally has to be perfect, like that day, like just rolling in the perfect spot. So I think that's a little harder.
There you go.
But, I mean, scoring's unbelievably hard, so.
Yeah, and you did it today.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, my dad's been playing golf since he was like a teenager, and he finally got a hole-in-one at age 70.
Probably the best post-game interview you've had all year, I thought. It was
golf stuff.
different. Yeah, it was fun.
When I was asking him about hockey and scoring a goal, it was fine. And then ask him about golf, and all of a sudden he opens up like he's never been interviewed before in his life. That was good.
Any wind?
I wish there was. I would say there is, but no.
No.
Just a smooth, buttery swing.
Smooth, buttery swing. All right, so...
You'd think you tuned into the Golf Channel rather than the Vegas Golden Knights radio network.
Back in Handy, and I was like, oh my God. And then I think he was like, oh my God, that went in. And then I looked at Whitey and Holtzy, and we just started jumping around like little kids on the tee box.
I've never had a hole-in-one. I've never scored a goal in the NHL either. Called a few. That's a good question. How many goals do you think we've called here? How many goals in team history?
How do you define a successful goal call?
A successful goal call is one that captures the moment, visually, painting the word picture, but also capturing the emotion, the magnitude of the moment. If you can listen to a goal call and feel like you were in the arena and experienced it yourself, seeing it, feeling it, then we've had a good call.
Coming up next on Nightlife, more behind-the-scenes access inside the Golden Knights radio booth as Dan looks to deliver that perfect goal call.
Knights in gold, Leafs in white. We're ready for the opening draw. Here we go. It's Nick Watt against Mitch Marner.
Stick with us. Nightlife on Script Sports. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Nightlife. The stage was set for one of the biggest games of the season. Without further ado, Dan Duva and Gary Lawless on the call.
From high above ringside at T-Mobile Arena in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. And this is Vegas Golden Knights hockey. Hello again, everybody. I'm Dan Duva. Alongside Gary Lawless, I'll bring you all the action as the Golden Knights host the Maple Leafs. Of course, it is a matchup of Mitch Marner against a team with whom he began his NHL career and over the course of 9 seasons became one of the great players in Maple Leafs franchise history. Over 700 games in his Maple Leafs career. It is also the return of a Stanley Cup champion to Las Vegas as Nicholas Waugh, now a Maple Leaf, plays against Vegas in blue for the first time. Time for the starters. Aiden Hill returns. 1-0-2 in 5 appearances this year, twice exited, but he is back for the first time since October. In front of him, Dorothea, Smith, and Marner up front. Knights in gold, Leafs in white. We're ready for the opening draw. Here we go. It's Nick Watt against Mitch Marner, and it's Marner to win it. Into the zone, Dorothea, if he shoots, Wall sticks it away to the far side corner. Knights attack the net to our left. Marner scoring a power play goal last game. Trying to do some damage against his old club. See how often he's on the ice against his old line mate and close friend Austin Matthews. Near side of center, Dorothea finds Marner coming in through the left circle. He shoots, save Wall, and he reels it in. Here's Tavares in behind the Vegas goal, trying to center on his backhand, didn't work. Flicks out to the near side. Nylander, right circle. Zips it left to the shot. Score! From the left side, defenseman Morgan Riley. And it's a 1-0 Maple Leafs lead. After the draw in the offensive zone, Maple Leafs clear it out. Knights lose it in the neutral zone. In they come 3-on-2 right side. Michelli feeds the middle. Nylander kicks it to his stick and he scores! Settles it on his backhand and a quick skate to stick and a finish inside the blocker side post. And the Leafs lead 2-0 in the opening 5 minutes of the first period.
And Vegas is in trouble.
Riley and Nylander, the pair of goals. Theodore to Stone, and he is slashed. Penalty coming against Toronto. So the Knights to the power play. They were 1 for 2 in the game yesterday in Los Angeles. Mitch Marner scored his 3rd power play goal of the season. Marner left. Eichel shoots wide. Just missed the left post from the left circle. Knights recover it on the right side. Dorothea down low for Stone. Left side circle, it's Eichel. Here at the dot. Eichel looking. Stone at the left goal line. In front. Hurdle deflects it on. But a save by Wall. He missed it with the stick. He somehow deflected it on net. Wall did make the save. Knights win the draw on the right side. Marner to the left side. Eichel takes it off the near boards. Righty looking. 19 power play assists on the year for Jack Eichel. From the bottom of the left circle now. Still looking. Handles it outside the dot. Still surveying. Looking. Puck handling to Marner. Bumps it right. A shot. Score! Dorothea. One-time power play goal from the right side. And the Knights are within a goal. Mitch Marner, the primary assist. His 12th power play helper. And Dorothea delivers his 12th power play goal. One shy of his total from all of last year.
The delivery here is absolutely perfect. Eichel up to Marner, and Marner one times the pass, just a little pop over to Dorothea, right in the wheelhouse. 2-1, Vegas is back in it.
Pavel Dorothea went 9 games without a power play goal from December 23rd through January 10th. Now he's got a couple of power play goals in the last few games. Domi sits it out to the right point. Shot attempt blocked by Theodore. Rebound left. Centering score! Out in front. And a deflected puck makes it 3-1 Toronto. 10:03 to go in the first period. Austin Matthews leading the celebration. Matthews 23rd from McCabe and Stetcher. 3 goals in the first 10 minutes for Toronto. And Adin Hill's first game since October. There's a right wing shot, stick saved by Hill, angles it out to the far side, but right to Jake McCabe. He is challenged along the boards, puck is out of the zone. Hurdle shoves it to Smith, all along down the middle, to the backhand save! Smith gets his own rebound, but cannot center it cleanly. Maple Leafs dump it in, Hill steers it around. Stone in pursuit, trying to clear one off the body of a Leaf, bounces into the middle, down low, Domi to the right, oh, a pad stack by Hill! What a save on Bobby McMahon by Adin Hill! And Hill reached out with his right leg, and normally you'd think of a lower body pad stack save. The pad stopped the puck, but the way that Hill spun his body, he actually saved it with the back of his calf, not with the pads. He had spun his body in such a way that it hit the back of his legs. An eventful first period, lots of storylines. Marner against the Leafs, Watt against the Knights, and deflects around out towards center, picked up by the Knights. Here's Jack Eichel into the zone. From the circle, he shoots, save. Navigated through a few Leafs. Morgan Riley was defending, and Eichel just zipped it on.
He's been looking to put himself into position to shoot quite a bit lately, and he's been effective.
10 seconds to go in the period. Hurdle leads Kolasar to center, 1 against 2. Kolasar shoots high and wide off the glass with 3 seconds. Back to the neutral zone, and that'll do it for the first.
Time for a quick break here on Nightlife. Coming up next, down, but not out. The VGK find new inspiration in the second period.
And after the game, we asked him, what's harder to do, Brady? Score a goal in the NHL or do what you did on Monday, which was get a hole-in-one on the golf course? And he struggled to answer the question.
All access, sights, and sounds are around the corner, right here on Nightlife. Welcome back to Nightlife. We rejoin Dan and Gary inside the radio booth with the second period about to get underway.
Yesterday, it was 0-0 in Los Angeles after 1. But Braden Bowman from Jack Eichel and Shea Theodore at 3:56 put the Knights in the lead. Bowman had not scored since December 2nd against Chicago. No goals in 17 games. That was his 6th of the year. And after the game, we asked him, what's harder to do, Braden? Score a goal in the NHL or do what you did on Monday, which was get a hole-in-one on the golf course? And he struggled to answer the question. And Bruce Cassidy, encouraged by that, perhaps between the hole-in-one and the goal, will help Braden continue on with respect to his offense. Bruce said he's been getting chances.
One of the things you can tell is Bruce Cassidy keeps putting his name in the lineup.
And promoting him, too.
Yeah.
He's playing with Tomas Hertl and Keegan Colasar the last couple of games. Knights coming back in, right side Hertl, a head fake. From the circle, he shot it just wide.
He had him beat.
Left point, Hannafin. White Cloud on the right, back to the left. Misses Hertl. Bowman tracks it down. Left point, Hannafin. He shoots. Saved by Wall with the blocker. Hertl gets it off the left boards. Guiding it out top for Hannafin. Back down the wall. There's Bowman. He turns and shoots. Save. Rebound. Score. Colasar. Bowman on the doorstep, a blind shot that was stopped by Wall, but Colasar gobbles up the rebound and smacks it in. It's a one-goal game, 6 minutes into the second period. The Leafs still on top 3-2.
Yeah, Bowman, you can see the confidence here, Dan. He makes a great play to go and get the puck, gets it on net, and Colasar, big body, out front, reels in the rebound and jams it home. Bowman, he did not kind of fade, Dan, when he hadn't scored. He just kept playing, feeling good, and it's paid off. It's a good line for him.
Bowman will have the primary assist on Colasar's second of the season. The Knights trail 3-2 with a few shots on goal here in the second period. Out they go shorthanded. Eichel to Stone across the line. Eichel with speed joining the play, but then broken up by Morgan Riley, preventing Stone from making a pass.
That was almost tie game.
Toronto the other way, and a shot blocker saved by Hill, reaching up with his right arm. Leafs get the puck and out high. From the right, a shot off target from Matthews, set up by Morgan Riley on that one-time. Matthews in the right circle. Tavares. Matthews again, closing. Lefty on the right side. Matthews dishes out to the right point. Morgan Riley high to low. Matthews toward Nyes. Extra pass. Score! Machelli. Power play goal. 4-2 Toronto. Stone to Eichel, but he'll run out of time. Second period comes to a close. Each team with a goal in the second frame. And after 40 minutes of play, Toronto leads Vegas 4-2.
Coming up next, the stage was set for a heart-stopping finish against the Maple Leafs.
Eichel up top for Marner. Eichel again at the dot, running out of time. Eichel to Stone, left goal line. To Eichel again, 9 seconds.
Come on back with us. More Golden Knights action on the other side. Welcome back to Nightlife. We pick up the action at the beginning of the third period.
Knights in the third period, plus 15, among the very best in the NHL. Meanwhile, the Maple Leafs, they score a lot in the third, but they also give up a ton in the third period. They have allowed 53 goals in third periods this year, their worst with respect to goals against. Face-off win, Tomas Hertl to Marner, closing, steps and shoots, just wide, rebound, score! A putback from deep on the right by Dorofeev. It's a one-goal game. 2 power play goals for Dorofeev today. The Knights now trail 4-3. Then a quick up goes on to Eichel, closing with Barbashev, sliding, save, Wall, rebound, and it's side of the net. Barbashev score! Mark Stone right in the crease. He forces it through. Barbashev tried to tuck it at the right post. Couldn't quite do so. Wall trying to get the puck underneath him, but it's Stone to force it through. And once again, it's a one-goal game. Hannafin gains the line, sets it up to the outside right. Centering, score! Dorofeev from Smith and Marner, with the Knights getting a 5th goal. And this one is Marner against the Leafs. And Pavel Dorofeev has 3 goals. Second hat trick for Dorofeev this season. With 4:10 to go in the third, we've got a brand new game.
We have the referee trying to make an announcement.
Toronto is using their coach's challenge to determine if the play was offside prior to the goal.
Here's Garrett Rank.
After coach's challenge video review, it was determined that at 4:13 the play was offside. No goal.
So no goal. Take away the 20th for Dorothea. No hat trick, no tie game. And the game remains in Toronto's control at 5-4. 20 seconds. Eichel up top for Marner. Eichel again at the dot, running out of time. Eichel to Stone, left goal line. To Eichel again, 9 seconds. Eichel in front, score! Hurdle! Tie game with 7 seconds to go. Hurdle from Eichel. Tomas Hurdle brings us all even for the first time since 0-0. And that is all for regulation. Overtime, 5-5, and now they can win it in extra time. Off the glass and towards the near side. Here come the Knights. Theodore a 2-on-1 with Stone. Theodore feeds Stone. Stone off the side of the goal. Centers for Eichel. All alone. He scores! Eichel, backhand, overtime winner. What a comeback! From 2 down in the third to overtime winners. Vegas 6, Toronto 5.
Game of the year in Vegas, baby. Wow.
Thanks for stopping by the radio booth. Hope we could paint the word picture for you pretty well.
That does it for this episode of Nightlife. What a thrilling finish to a huge game as the Golden Knights continued their winning ways. Make sure to tune in next week for more exclusive content as the Golden Knights head east to Jack Eichel's old stomping grounds. We'll see you next time, right here on Scripps Sports.